In the song King of Heaven, there's a line that says, "Here's our love and adoration." And I believe that all those songs stem from a place of love for God, love for his people, and just like beyond love, like fixating our eyes on him and just adoring him.
It's been a real treat to hear samples of your new EP that's about to come out.
Wow, thank you so much. It means a lot to me that you would obviously take the time to listen, and I hope you liked it.
It was absolutely the best thing I could have done with my day-to-day. I feel really blessed.
That's incredible.
Amazing tracks. And I think they're going to really touch a lot of people.
Wow.
But what made you pick the UK to release it and showcase it?
Well, that's a great question. I think that it's really just trusting the voice of God and the leading of the Lord. He's really put all this together and allowed me to get in touch with Platoon and just work with Daisy and Kumi, and that's how this all happened. And my wife's also from the UK, so I had to bring her home so she could see her family and be with the people that she loves, and that's really how we got here.
So you've got some family links to the UK and things fell in place.
Absolutely, yeah.
Have you got any plans to give us other opportunities to hear it? You got any tours or any performances planned?
Well, nothing as of right now, but you know, I have to be back in the UK and I have to put something together. And so I'd say that's something to definitely be on the lookout for.
Well, going back to the music, what was your inspiration for Limitless Worship Accra?
My inspiration was in the song King of Heaven, there's a line that says, "Here's our love and adoration." And I believe that all those songs stem from a place of love for God, love for his people, and just like beyond love, like fixating our eyes on him and just adoring him, and just how beautiful, how incredible, how patient, how kind, how merciful and wonderful he is. And so that's where the heartbeat of the project comes from.
And I think that comes across in the songs, really. You know, your relationship with God comes across really strong.
Wow.
And that's quite a personal thing to put out there.
Yeah, absolutely.
So how does it feel when you've got, something like today, for example, you've got a number of industry people coming to listen to your new material. How did you feel in advance? Well,
Once the music started playing, I was like, oh, wow, this is quite personal. It felt like I was opening up my heart and my diary and just being very vulnerable. But I think that's what we're called to do through music. It's to let our lives kind of be the book that people get to read and the testimony that people get to read, to the point where they get to say, you know, I have my experience, and when I come in contact with yours, it just like forms a completely different one for all of us all together. So I'm happy it happened.
And, you know, we're grateful that artists like yourself use your gifting to praise God and also, you know, just to give us that variety in expression in worship music.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's an honor. It's an honor to be able to just be myself. I mean, I don't know how else to be anything else. So I just put my heart out there and just hope that people feel that, and they feel something, and they feel God ultimately when they listen to the music.
I think so. I think, you know, having listened to the songs that are about to come out, which are definitely worth checking out, I think you're going to be touching a lot of people, a lot of souls.
Wow. Praise God. Praise God. I'm excited for that.
And what else have you got planned?
Well, that's a great question. Honestly, that's where the majority of my focus has been for the past couple months. But just beyond that, I'm just really just looking forward to writing some more music. I have some new music that's kind of in the vault, looking to come out as well. So I think there's a lot of things to look forward to.
Brilliant. And if people wanted to connect with your music, what's the best way to do that?
Yeah, I mean, all streaming platforms, Ryan Ofei, as well as all social media platforms. I tried my very best to make it simple, and I'm the only person with this name in the world. And so if you go look for Ryan Ofei, wherever it may be, I'll be right there to meet you.
Brilliant. Well, that's quite interesting that you're the only one with that name. Mm-hmm. So what does your name mean? What does Ofei mean? Is there a history?
Oh my goodness. This is going to be the most underwhelming thing ever. I have no idea what it means. But I have other names if that counts for something. So Ryan means little king. My middle names are Kojo Boy. Kojo means born on Monday. It's a Ghanaian, like, traditionally give away a middle name. Boy, I was named after an uncle in my family, and Ofei is just, it's our family name. But I've never been really told that there was a meaning to it. So I'm sorry.
That might be a conversation with your mom.
It might have to be. I might have to ask them.
And which part of Ghana is your family from? Which is the language?
So my family lives in Accra, but our tribe is Ekweapem, which is like based out in the mountains. And all I've ever really been told is that they're really respectful and kind. And so I try my very best to carry that on as the generations before me have. Yeah.
Well, there's a lot to be said about our culture and traditions, because I think they do inform quite a lot of, what makes us us.
Absolutely.
But you've got a whole mixture of influences, really, haven't you?
Yes, absolutely. From the UK, I love the UK, to Ghana, to America and Canada. I feel like I'm some kind of hybrid worship being from all of these places.
But through your music, you're bringing the kingdom to each of those areas, right?
Absolutely.
So that's the common denominator then.
Absolutely. I think when I was younger, I used to move so much. And so I'd gone to about 8 different schools in 8 years in my elementary school period of life. And I just, like, when I got older, because when I was younger, I was a bit upset about it. I didn't keep my friends and all that. When I got older, God allowed me to see, like, I was showing you what it feels like to be in different places and be able to connect with different types of people. And I just know that none of it went to waste. And to be able to go back and visit certain places and be like, I've lived here before in some kind of capacity, it's been an incredible blessing.
And usually the way our life kind of pans out like that, there's always a plan and a purpose that God has for us. So it's interesting that he put you through so many different locations and different people. Not bad preparation for someone who's going to be doing music and worship.
Absolutely. I mean, I think it was great training. I mean, we'll be in different places, and I actually enjoy it. I love people. I love traveling. I love all of that. And so, I mean, the more I've gotten to do it, I've said, wow, this is quite crazy, but it feels natural. And so I know that it's the Lord's will.
Brilliant. Well, thank you so much, Ryan. We can't wait to have you back in the UK.
Thank you. Thank you, Sam. Thank you for having me. Thank you so much.
He's deserving of praise, glory, and honor, praise, forever and never. I'll never leave the feet of Jesus.